こんにちは、H です。ブラスフェマス。続きから遊んでいきたいと思います。前回エンディングを迎えて、一応動画としては終わりますと締めくくったのですが、やはりもう一個のエンドが見たいなということで、いろいろ調べながらですが、もう一つのエンディングに向けてやっていきたいと思います。今、潮の残響という場所に来ました。ここに、隠し部屋があるそうです。あ、ここですね。妹が眠り七。こちらはペルペチュアの霊廟だそうです。この霊廟に来るには、三試練の橋というところでエズドラスと戦う前に来なければならないということなので、橋に行く前に、こちらの方へ来ました。
You were able to defeat the lie created by the miraculous zeal that possessed my face and armor, but not my voice, which is now free of sin and dominion. However, I see in you that the guilt that weighs so heavily in both your heart and hands is deserving of such arduous penance. Such is your strength that my brother Esdras, convinced that you will commit crimes against the church, has asked for my blessing to prevent you accessing such a sacred place. Penitent one, I have seen a different path for you, whose ultimate destination is neither the forbidden nor the sacred places kept behind the high walls of Mother Church. Rise above all that, above even the halls of the dream. This voice of mine is limited. It cannot disperse all the invisible mists that tangle up the truth and mislead us. You must meet with my brother. He will be waiting for you on the bridge that leads to the door of the holy visitor.
お兄さんというのは、その三試練の橋にいるエズドラスのことのようですね。
And before which he will surely fall to his knees, as he loves me deeply. At that moment, my soft whisper will reach his ears, beseeching him to assist you. Go
アイ
fiercely
テムをもらいましたね。この C エンドに行くためには結構早い段階で分岐があるので、気をつけなくてはなりませんね。橋へ行く前に必ずここに寄って、アイテムをもらって そして3試練の端へ行かないといけないという感じですね。
Sister, I know you are there. Even if I can't see you, hear my plea. After your departure, it is now my turn to prove I'm deserving of our captain's trust. I will not fail, Chrysanta. And may the greatest of pains devour me if I let the penitents through this door. On your guard, penitent one. That elusive light. It can't be her. Is that true, sister? Is this really the sublime light of your virtue? So, you have received the much esteemed and blessed favor of my sister. With her blessing, she has given you the ability to hear her noble voice, full of grace. Penitent one, meet me in the chapel where guilt was given shape. Where you were anointed the penitent one, and where you knelt for the first time. It will be in this remote place that my sister will hear my plea, and will send her voice to me once again.
普段であればエズドラス戦があるんですが、今回はありませんでした。続いては、目する悲哀修道院の上の方のエリアに今来ました。ここに礼拝堂があります。エズドラスに会おうと言われたので来たんですが、いましたね。
This was the place where your sword was born of guilt itself, bringing pain to the flesh, as the soul could suffer no more. The voice of my sister, may the glories protect her, recited verses to me as tender as they were wise, her words revealing a different destiny for you. Further away, although not in distance, woven in shadows, though full of light. I have been guarding this key for a long time now.
鍵をもらいました。この鍵を持って近所の図書館に向かってほしいとのことです。鍵の番人を見つけろ。では行ってみようかなと思います。さあ、図書館の方に来ました。この人が鍵の番人ですね。話しかけますと、なんか音に困っているので、 音を止めてほしいという依頼をしてきましたね。どうもなんか話しかけても鍵のことは言ってくれないので、まず、音を先に止めます。こちらですね。
Diosdado by name, Night Watchman by trade, I'm at thy mercy. You have my gratitude for quelling such an unbearable sound. We are in the library of denied woods, for the pages that lie within these dusty tomes are forbidden and forever shall be. All that accompanies me here are these ponderous keys and the wandering souls that, even after death, still hunger for knowledge.
いなくなってしまってたので、最初にあった場所へもう一回行きます。あ、ようやく鍵の話が。おーおー、扉が開いた。ここはサンゴの結び目という場所ですね。初めてお会いいたしますね。
Approach this face of pale gold, with empty sockets instead of eyes. You stand before the roots of the knotted tree of the three words, for these form the bars of my captivity. They claim that my words are false, and that mine is the face of deception. And for this reason, I have been exiled from my three other brothers, the holy guardian visages. They betrayed me, punished me, and ripped out my eyes, so I could no longer be a witness to the truth. Now there is only infinite darkness around me. May your compassion help you in the search for my stolen.
どうか奪われた私の黄金の目を探してくれませんか。目の一つは遺骨や位牌、歌声が潜む地にあるでしょう。もう片方の目は干上がった海、恐ろしい雷が降り注ぐ船の墓場にあるはずです。
May your compassion help you find, for only then will I.
visit. At times, during the most profound silences, you can hear the gold melting within the rock, within the very
哀悼と破滅という場所にいるボスを倒しに来ました。シェルペスというボス戦です。 お、勝ちましたね。アイテムを手に入れました。左目ですね。続いては、納骨堂ですね。お、扉が開きましたね。
Ancient aria. The lady who sang to the bones has awoken. The skeletal remains on the other side have opened the door to you. They bid you welcome. But beware of the secret they wish to share.
ということで、死者の歌声、石ドラ戦ですね。 いやー、この戦いは本当に大変でした。右目をゲットですね。続いてやってきたのは告白者の像のある場所ですね。ここに来て像を壊します。ただこの像を倒すときに注意点が一つ。ロザリオ、真なる在家の分動というものをつけた状態で壊さないといけません。そうすると、違う場所に移って試練を受けることができるんですね。この告白者の像は全部で7箇所あります。なので7箇所で試練を受けて、そして勝つ必要があります。
Even in this place, beneath so many floors, I am bedazzled. But blessed be the light whose intensity blinds, for behind it lies always a seed of virtue. Find my other eye, O merciful penitent one. You have found my eyes. Now I can see this terrible place, this prison of what I am, and have been for so very long. Penitent one, listen carefully. In the most fervent souls, in the most devout hearts, lives the seed that lulls the consciousness and controls the will. They are the links of invisible chains that hail from remote, sacred, and forbidden places. From where the high wills dwell. I am going to give you that which I have been protecting since I was banished from the dream. Here, take it. This is the true heart of your guilty blade. With this heart, you will awaken the true guilt of your sword, enabling you to pierce the hearts shrouded by the miracle's veil. Cast off the chains from the soul whose profession of faith, engraved on her helmet, is the truest, most righteous, and unwavering of all. The soul of Chrysanta, of the rapt agony. And in this way, you will inflict the greatest of all wounds upon her. The wound to the soul, the greatest of all wounds.
それでは戦いの前にもらったアイテムを取り付けたいと思います。 懺悔の剣の誠なる心臓。これは取り付けると外せなくなるそうです。それでは拘束されしクモンクリサンタ戦です。
Carrying the guilty sword, you have committed the most serious crimes against the Mother and her saints, against the miracle and its outbreaks. We have been entrusted with putting an end to your mission. I, Chrysanta in penance, excommunicate you, expel you, execrate you, with the blessing of our miracle of the greatest pain. And thus shall your name be erased under the heavens. That sword, the High will sing. The great ones, the three. The high voices, and so I fear. Not while their voices still echo. Not while their silence endures. my soul bitten by the miracle. This pain that I feel, it is deeper, more ancient. The guilt you carry has broken something inside of me. My faith, my soul is wounded. I will now walk to the chapel where it all began, where the first kneeling took place. Your first step towards atonement. Now leave me alone with my deep wound.
このクリサンタ戦もかなり大変でした。もうギリギリの戦いです。戦いで結構償いの涙が集まりました。クリサンタから礼拝堂に来てくれと言われたので行ってみます。お、いましたね。
Something unfathomable that escapes my judgment.
Once again, my mask of blindness meets your silent one. Do not worry on my account. The crimson cords protect me from being wounded. It is true and sane. Your sword and you, guilt and penance in Holy Communion, only you both can put an end to this eternal cycle, to this eternal twilight with neither beginning nor end. Penitent one, there is something greater than the Mother Church, greater than the miracle, greater than what I have protected with my life and my faith. It is that which controls the miracle. I am speaking of the Supreme Trinity, the High Winds. They can be found on the other side of the dream, on the path of the eternal processions. But only a soul in supreme suffering can obtain supreme absolution, and thus be able to reach such a place.
お、アイテムを手に入れました。
Perform your final penance and make your way to the turned throne. The eternal processions await us on the other side.
償いの涙がたくさんあるので寄付をすることにしました。全部で10万円ですね。これはエンディングとは全く関係ないです。寄付をたくさんしたからでしょうか、祈祷台がとても豪華なものに変わっていました。さらに、テレポートができるようになっていました。もっと早く寄付をしたかった。天使を全員見つけたので報告に来ました。で、その帰り、部屋を見つけましたよ。これは一体遊び心があって楽しいゲームですよね。さあ、 最後の戦いにやってまいりました。
In my dreams, I heard your footsteps coming closer. In my dreams, I tried to talk to you, guardian of I am the hand, but nothing I apart from your callous no. Now may your sword let them hurt and march in procession. I curse you forever. I bless you forever in. You have shattered the mirror in which you saw me asleep. Now you see me awoken as the son of the true miracle.
無事ボス戦勝つことができました。さあここから C エンドになっていくわけですね。
You have freed His Holiness from his afflicted torment, and now he walks by the old processions on the other side of the dream. The cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic, the grail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the Father as he silently lamented the moment of his blessed twisting. That first relic is here, at the top of the Ashen Mountain, next to the turned throne where His Holiness was kissed by a miraculous pain. And now, your final communion with the miracle awaits. Only you will be able to know how much of it has seeped into your guilty heart.
お、この椅子は A エンディングでも出てきましたよね。あれあれ上行くのかな。あれここどこですか。どこに連れてこられたんでしょうか。どなたでしょうか。
My crimson figure and you on this side of the dream. The miracle has turned me into a sentinel of its sacred home. This is my new calling. What do you hope to find here that is not the blinding grey light that tempers our wounds, and the vast horizons that extend without end? The path of paths has ended, and with with it, so too has your penance. Now let your body, like mine, be bathed in blood. This will be your final resting place, but no one here will be able to watch. There is no point in recoiling.
戦いですか？最後の戦い、あれ？終わったんじゃないんですか？あれ？落ちてった。どうもまだもう一戦あるようです。実はこれ何度も何度もやり直ししてようやく勝ったものなんですが、これ落ちたり回復薬がなくなったりすると最初の場所に戻されてまた始まります。ある意味恐怖です。終わらない恐怖。ずっと続いていく恐怖。途中でやめようかなと思ってセーブをしたかったんですが、もう何もボタンが効かず、もうやるしかないと結構時間をかけてやりました。お、ここでクリサンタが助けに来てくれました。ありがたい。実はこのビーム、何回もあるんですけど、クリサンタのすぐ後ろにいないと、ビームに当たってしまいます。何回も遠くに離れて立ってたらこのビームにやられたので、そこは気をつけないといけないですね。
My final task is completed. I will go, and so too will all those who loved me. Now I will sink down here, in this land of clouds, in this realm of dust and glimmering lights.
ということで、ようやくボス戦終わりました。
The Guardian has fallen. The final truth awaits you. The final outrage. Go forward now, through the embroidered mantles towards the light.
Penitent one, who comes into our presence.
Bringing guilt to the most sacred of places, to the most forbidden of temples.
Breaking all laws, and thus desecrating His Holiness himself.
We are the High Wills. For there is no miracle that does not stem from our desire.
That is not our reflection.
That is not our word.
The Word that was first made flesh and then sanctified. Penitent one, does not the pale, still light of this vast horizon hurt your eyes?
Of this procession, more ancient than us, that extends out before you without end nor beginning.
Of this brotherhood of grieving souls, held captive by their own condemnation and benediction.
This is the path of the ancient processions, the kingdom that the miracle wove from threads of dreams. A domain where faith would unite in one single uninterrupted act of adoration.
That would give us light and time.
That would make us eternal.
And higher reaching than the sky itself. You have come to this place to atone for your sins, to put an end to this work.
Destroying our flesh that once was word, and now is but silence.
Making us cast down our eyes, leaving the miracle bereft.
And so the last of our wills is your eternal condemnation. In life and in death, in hunger and in thirst, in sleep and in wakefulness.
Buried under layers of ash, the ash of your flesh, bones and sinew.
Execrated in visage, forgotten in name, forever and ever.
There is no penance that can exonerate this sin. It is the price to pay for the ultimate blasphemy.
おー、という終わり方だったんですね。ブラスフェマス2へと何かつながる終わり方なのかもしれませんね。 ということで、ブラスフェマス C エンディングご覧いただきました。最後までご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。